Hi, I'm Margot Lightman for therisinghollywood.com, here in the home of up-and-coming actor Ben Feldman, here to talk about his new role on the hit series, Mad Men. So Ben, tell me a little bit about your time on Drop Dead Diva, where you played sexy Angel Fred. How was that leaving?
I don't know that he was sexy Angel.
Wasn't that was his character name, Sexy
that wasn't
Angel?
in the character description.
Oh, okay.
I think that was just a choice that I made, and I ran with it. For 3 years, I did a show called Drop Dead Diva, and we shot in Atlanta, and it was a lot of fun, and I miss all of them very much.
Do you miss Atlanta?
I
Honestly?
do. Honestly, just between you and me, right? It's a great city, and it's great food, and everyone there is really nice, and it was like another home.
How did it come about that you got this role on Mad Men? What's the origin story?
They changed character names in a couple situations around, so we didn't really know what part we were auditioning for or who the other characters were. The scene in the audition was a scene with Elizabeth Moss's character, Peggy, and then there was another scene with Don Draper. But they made her some guy's name, and him, he was like a boss from another company or something. So it was totally, I really didn't know, I only had guesses.
So what's the cast like on Mad Men? What's it like working with them?
They're really great. They're all really, really funny.
All?
All of them, yes.
Wow.
Give or take 9 of them.
Okay. Are you also Jewish? I know your character is Jewish. Because I actually was recently featured in Chutzpah magazine.
Get out! We have
page 23.
3 subscriptions to that in case.
And maybe this might be something that could maybe.
You don't have to show. I mean, that's the only magazine that my girlfriend and I get.
So tell me, the character you play, Michael Ginsberg.
People have a lot of thoughts about what's real and what's not, and you know who Michael Ginsberg is, and that's more fun to me, and I think probably more fun to them to leave it at that.
So what do you think about the transition from sexy guardian angel Fred to?
He's not sexy.
Well, you know, my friend Jeff
wore a lot
really
of pastels.
to kind of this Michael Ginsberg who's a little bit schlubbier.
He's a bit of a neb.
Yeah,
Which is my name, incidentally, backwards. The transition's different. The transition to play this character is different than anything that I've ever done. You know, a lot of times you come out to this town and you play you in different outfits. Yeah. And I feel like I've done a lot of that. Yeah. And this is not me.
Well, it seems like they're dressing you to look less svelte than you are.
They've gone out of their way to make me look ridiculous. Janie Bryant, who's the costume designer and who's unbelievably brilliant, has gone out of her way to make me look like a complete schmuck, but in a great way. I mean,
but I love it.
But it's it honors the character. I mean, this guy does not go shopping. You know, he's not a Fifth Avenue shopper. They would put dandruff in my hair. I mean, it was
really,
it's not.
What'd they use for the dandruff? Fake snow?
I don't know.
What if it was real dandruff?
They have boxes of real dandruff that until now had never been used.
Are we gonna see more of Joni?
Are you going to see more? I can't tell you anything. I don't know anything about this. I'm a fan of the show just like you are. I just happen to be sitting here talking about it in front of a camera, but I know as much as you. My dad is the one who knows more than anybody.
Really? He's obsessed? Did he live through that era?
A lot of opinions. Yeah, he lived through that era, and he's an advertiser. I think everything about this, anything that you sort of expect, if you see something going in one direction, for the most part, you will be surprised and it'll end up taking a completely different turn. And that's why I loved it I referred over here because that's where I watched it.
The cast is actually right there.
Just the couch that I watched this show on for years.
And you can't tell us how long you'll be on the show or anything like that?
I can tell you that I have been in a couple episodes that have aired on AMC. Yes.
Great.
They've aired.
Yes, you heard it here.
It's exclusive.
Insider gossip.
My name is Ben Feldman, and you've accidentally been redirected to therisinghollywood.com.